An old man brought his dog to be put to sleep because he had no money to save it. Seeing how the man was crying and the dog was grieving, the veterinarian made the only right decision. They say that money is not happiness, but sometimes it is money that decides our fate. An elderly man did not have a penny to spare when the doctors billed for the life of his four-legged friend. The veterinarian's office was quiet. The doctor looked at the couple, a mongrel lying on the table and an old man bending his head over it and absent-mindedly stroking the pet behind the ear. Only the dog's heavy breathing and human sobs could be heard. The elderly man did not want to let go of his friend and was crying. Brandon Anderson, a young veterinarian, often encountered such manifestations of human feelings before putting animals to sleep, and it is normal because people have time to get used to the least of our brothers with all their soul. But the specialist felt that this was a special case. Now the man remembered the first time he saw this couple on the threshold of his office. It was 3 days ago. The quiet old man had brought his 9-year-old dog, Nida, for an urgent appointment. The animal had not been on his feet for 2 days, and the elderly visitor was seriously concerned about it. As the man explained, he had no one else but Nida. Brandon Anderson examined the dog and found that it had a serious infection. It needed urgent and expensive treatment. Otherwise, the animal would die a painful death. Therefore, the doctor said dryly, if you are not going to treat the dog, it would be more humane to put it to sleep. Now, Brandon Anderson can easily imagine what the man felt then. But that day, the young specialist did not understand. After these words of the doctor, the old man with trembling hands poured out on the table some change with crumpled bills, payment for services. He gently took his dog in his arms and left. Today, he appeared again at the doorstep of the veterinarian's office. "I'm sorry, doctor. I could only find the money to put the dog to sleep," said the elderly client, lowering his gaze. And now, when the old man asked for 5 more minutes to say goodbye to his friend, Brandon Anderson looked at this couple and did not understand why there is such injustice in the world. Very often, people who have millions of money are ruthless to all living things. But here, a poor old man and a dying mongrel, and so many feelings. A lump went down the young doctor's throat. He approached the old man and put his hand on his shoulder. "I'll cure her," he said in a broken voice. "I'll cure your Nida at my own expense. She's not an old woman yet. She'll keep running." The veterinarian only felt the elderly man's shoulders shake under his hand in silent sobs. A week later, Nida was on her feet. The drips and competent care did their job. The young doctor felt happy. He may have done a small deed for a poor old man and a mongrel dog, but in fact it was a great and kind deed. If you liked the video, please like and share with your friends.